crazy. E-Butter go crazy.
YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on. Don't forget about these top 5 must-have championship stacks. Yes, guys, these are championship stacks. So listen, I know in fantasy football, I like stacked teams sometimes. Sometimes I like to have the quarterback, the running back, and the wide receiver. That way, I'll call it squeezing that offense. So if you have a team that's going to be a top 5 offense and you get 3 of those guys that are starting, you usually going to squeeze all of those fantasy points. So one week it might be a quarterback that go for 30 points, 40 points. The next week it might be the running back that go for 30 points, 40 points. Or the next week it might be the wide receiver, 30 points, 40 points, or even a tight end for 30 points, 40 points. That way you get everything out of that high octane offense. And that's how you win fantasy weeks. So it sometimes, guys, it can be the quarterback, it can be the running back, it can be the tight end, it can be the wide receiver. But if you got the stack, you always going to be elite because you're getting that boom. That's how you win fantasy weeks, getting that boom for whatever player goes off. So, guys, with no further ado, let's go. Let me go through the chat real quick, see who's in here. Yes, sir. So we got Life and Sports Talk with Jake in here. What's going on with you, bro? Yes, sir. And he says, guys, hit that like button on the way in. This is cutting edge content. Yes, sir, it is. Yes, sir. All right. So let's begin, guys. And listen, I do have, these are ranked because this is very important to me. So I'm going to start with the number 5 team. And the number 5 team, guys, that I believe that you must be drafting. And also, guys, I got honorable mention. I'm going to mention, I got 3 honorable mentions after I give y'all my top 5. So my number 5 team that I think you should be targeting for stacking your team is the Chargers. Yes, guys, the Los Angeles Chargers. And the reason why I like the Chargers this year, and I've been liking them the last few years, is because of Justin Herbert and his potential and his big playability. Now, they do have the Coach Moore, the offensive coordinator that left Dallas. He was really good in Dallas. Dak had some really boom games. So I believe Justin Herbert, with his talent, his athletic ability, he's going to be booming. Yep. Yes, sir. What's going on, Rubio? Yes, sir. And so he's going to be pushing the ball downfield. Keenan Allen, if he stays healthy, that's a hyper-targeted 10 to 12 targets a game type guy. So I believe that you should be going after Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams, and also Austin Ekeler. So if you had 4 of these guys, I don't think that's killing you. A lot of times people, content curators, and people tell you, don't get 5 guys or don't get 4. Well, listen, it depends on the offense. So to me, if you had Justin Herbert, Austin Ekeler, yes, Austin Ekeler, and Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams, I think that's fantastic because you would be able to squeeze that offense. And then if you wanted to pivot off Mike Williams and go to Quentin Johnson, that's fine. If you was in Dynasty and you had all 5 of these guys, I think that's fine. So, guys, yes, squeezing this offense. I love the Los Angeles Chargers. Last year, guys, don't take Justin Herbert last year's stats and say this is not an offense to get. Last year, he hurt his ribs. But listen, this is what he proved. This is why I'm on him. He played through injuries. People got to understand in professional sports, just like LeBron playing with a torn meniscus, I think it was. You got to be able to push through. Sometimes if you're not pushing through, you're not really a big-time professional player. So you got to be able to push through in these type of situations, and Justin Herbert did. So going forward, I know that he can play with an injury. So if he's healthy, he's going to be booming, guys. I said what I said. He's going to be booming. Okay, so moving forward, my number 4 team, guys, is the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, the Kansas City Chiefs. And the reason why, guys, I like the Kansas City Chiefs, and guys, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. The reason why I like the Kansas City Chiefs as a stack, this is a top 5 offense, and it's been there since Andy Reid been there. This is a top, they've been there top, for 7 years? Pat Mahomes is on his way to be one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. One more Super Bowl ring, he will automatically be number 2. Automatically. So he would have what would it be, his 3rd Super Bowl, and he'd been to 4, right? If he get another Super Bowl win. So, guys, I love Pat Mahomes. I feel safe drafting him. Actually, guys, to give you a little bit of caveat inside of this video, I'm drafting all my top tier quarterbacks in the 2nd round. I don't care if you in single quarterback leagues or super flex. 2nd round is the hot spot. Now, 1st round is super flex, of course, you're going to take these guys. But the 2nd round, I'm going to get me, let's say if I had Bijan Robinson at the run 8 and then I come around on a 2-3, and I get Pat Mahomes. I love that stat. So I'm going to get my top quarterbacks. No, listen, guys, these quarterbacks now are the new, like, standard league RB 5-6 years ago. If you get a top quarterback, you automatically go into the playoffs. You tell me one team that had Pat Mahomes that didn't go to the playoffs last year. You can't show it to me. So if you get Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, all these type of quarterbacks, you're going to the playoffs. So I love Pat Mahomes. And then I'm also, you got to package him with Travis Kelce. So if you wanted to do this, if you want to get Travis Kelce at the 1-7 or the 1-8 and turn back around at the turn, at the 2-3 or the 2-4 or 2-2 and get Travis Kelce, I think you're killing it. Now, the other player that you get, I'm not getting Pacheco. I'm fading Pacheco. I'm not saying Pacheco suck or anything, but I'm fading Pacheco this year. The reason why I'm fading Pacheco, guys, I believe there's going to be a big-time competition. I think Deneric Prince is coming for Pacheco's job. Now, I'm not saying they're going to phase Pacheco out, but Deneric Prince is going to get a lot of value. They might even cut Clyde. I said what I said. So, the main stack is Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and then you could go after a guy like Kadarius Toney or Sky Moore. Or you can even stash and get the Rashid Rice guy. So that's the main Travis Kelce and Pat Mahomes. You get that, you're gonna be fine, and then you can get a package of these guys. It's two or three other guys out there that you could team up that they got way less ADP. Like you get these guys in the 7th or 8th round to help create this great, phenomenal stack from the Kansas City Chiefs. So guys, remember, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. I got Rubio in the building. He says, yeah, Mahomes grew up an hour away from me. Okay, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Okay. Guys, let me know if the mic doesn't sound good, if it's echoing or anything. If I'm too loud, let me know so I can adjust the mic value. All right. So, guys, moving on to my third ranked team that you should be getting as a stack, and it's the Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, guys, the Philadelphia Eagles. The reason why I like the Philadelphia Eagles, guys, is because you have an incredible talent team. Like you got Jalen Hurts that's getting all the goal line carries. He's like a running back / quarterback. So I like Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith. That's the stack that I'm looking for. Rashad Penny and DeAndre Swift, yes, I pick these guys up, but I'm not going to try to make sure I get them. But if you go with this stack, you got to get Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts. So if you wanted to go, let's say, you get your running back. I don't know what running back you would take, but the second round you go Jalen Hurts, and then you could get A.J. Brown, and then the 4th round get Devontae Smith. That's perfect. You might have to get A.J. Brown at the 111, 112. I wouldn't draft him at the 1-5 to get this stack, so maybe you might not be able to get it, but you definitely want to squeeze this team with A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith. Those 2 wide receivers can be possibly top 14, top 12 wide receivers, depending on each week, depending on your scoring format. But yes, I think that's a phenomenal stack. I think it's a league-winning stack. I don't think you need a running back on this team when you have A.J. Brown. I mean, not A.J. Brown, but Jalen Hurts as your quarterback, because he's probably going to get 10 to 14 rushing touchdowns. Now, would he have as many yards that he had last year? No, they want to bring that down a little bit with DeAndre Swift and Rashad Penny and Kenneth Gainwell. But rushing touchdowns, it could even be more than it was last year. He could have up to 15 to 20. I mean, this guy is special. And then he's going to be throwing to Devontae Smith, which is growing. He's going to be in the slot. He's going to be being moved all around the offense. He's going to get more targets this year. Then you got A.J. Brown, which is big play Brown. A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, new brother in town. A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown, new brother. Yes, guys, A.J. Brown. Y'all remember that Doodoo Brown? Y'all go back and go to YouTube and type in Doodoo Brown, new brother in town. Doodoo Brown. So that's why I get that name from A.J. Brown. But yes, guys, this is a phenomenal stack. So, guys, moving on. Let me see. And Rubio says, bro, who's going to take Pacheco's job? Deneric Prince? Now, listen, I'm not saying Pacheco ain't going to get no carries, but he's not going to get 20 carries. It's going to be Deneric Prince and Pacheco splitting carries. Deneric Prince can catch passes just like Clyde. He's faster than Clyde. He's a better athlete than Clyde. So to me, these are the guys that's going to be getting the carries. It's going to be Pacheco and Deneric Prince and Jerick McKinnon coming down on gadget plays for us getting out in space. And as time go on, I think in the playoffs, just like Pacheco got more work in the playoffs, it's going to be Deneric Prince getting that work in the playoffs. So that's why I'm fading Pacheco. Now listen, Pacheco fall to you late. Yeah, you pick him up because you don't fade him just to fade him, but don't try to go and target this guy. I don't believe he's going to be the player that you want him to be by going to get him early. Oh, I got a top 12 RB. No, he's not going to be a top 12 RB. This is a committee running back field. The only guys that's going to be high top 5 is Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce, and possibly Kadarius Toney. Possibly Kadarius Toney. All right. So let's move on, guys. That was my third stat. Let's move on to my fourth stat. And no, I'm sorry, that was my fourth stat. Let's move on to my fifth stat. I'm sorry, guys. So I went over. Let me see. I went over the Chargers. I went over the Chiefs. I went over the Eagles. Now we're moving on to my number 2 team, and it's the Dolphins. Yes, guys, it's the Dolphins. The reason why I like the Miami Dolphins as a stat, guys, this is probably one of the most comfortable stacks as far as receivers with no running backs. Now, you can go get a running back because these guys that's going in the running back field, the backfield is going to be falling to you late. So you can get these guys, but I'm not worried about that if you do. It's not going to kill it. This Tua, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle. Now, listen, and I don't want to get back on what I said and what I was on last year, but I got vilified for this. I told y'all what Tua was. Now listen, talking about his health, he might be out the league. If you want to talk about health, yes, he might be a quarterback you might not even draft. But if you want to talk about talent with the guys that he got in front of him with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, he's second to none. He's on Pat Mahomes level. He was going to win the MVP over Pat Mahomes if he never would have got a concussion. So I want to go. I'm not trying to pat my own back, but I'm just trying to give y'all what type of content I'm giving you. Tua is, if he stays healthy, you got Tyreek Hill, the fastest player to ever play in the NFL. I said what I said. He's the fastest NFL player to ever play. He's a top 5 weapon of all time in the NFL. You got Jalen Waddle, just a young phenom, he's very, very fast. He ain't Tyreek, but he's way below that. He's an all-pro type Pro Bowl perennial player. You got Tua, who's one of the most accurate quarterbacks. He don't have a great arm, but his anticipation and being able to read defenses is upper echelon. So that's all when he gonna get the ball out with these guys getting all that separation, guys, this is big play city. I said what I said, big play city. Yes, sir. So I love this Tua stack. Nobody wants Tua. So you can get Tyreek Hill in the first round, then come back around, maybe get your RB, and then in the third round, going to get you Jalen Waddle, and then go stack your team, get your tight end, whatever you want to do, and then come back around and get Tua the fourth round. This is a quarterback that you ain't got to take in the second round because he's a lower tier guy because of his injury history. So you get that stat with a boom running back, and then you want to get Devon Achane if you want to. That's up to you. I'm not saying you need to have him. I think he is a good player. I think he is explosive, going to be explosive on this offense. But I think the main 3 guys you got to get is Tua, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle, guys. All right, moving on to my number 1 team that you should be having as a stat, guys. And it's the Baltimore Ravens. I said what I said. Yes, it's the Baltimore Ravens. Let me see what my homeboy Ruby said. He said, never heard of him. I need to look him up. Yes, sir, bro. Go look him up. He came out of Tulsa. Deneric Prince. All right. So, guys, remember, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content, guys. Let me know the video quality. If something's off, let me know, guys, because I didn't put a lot of money into this equipment. So if the mic don't sound good, please let me know, because I don't want to hold on to this mic. If I need another mic, let me know. If the quality is down, if you're not seeing something, you're not hearing me, let me know, guys. Okay. So my number 1 team, like I was telling you, was the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson is going to show out. Now, let me tell you the cheat code. Now, this is where I'm elite at when I do my breakdowns. A lot of people, guys, they great at breaking numbers down. I'm not gonna sit there and say I can do it, but I don't want to. You can read numbers. It's easy. You got Matt Harmon, reception perception out here. You got all these great. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to finish this video. Something's went with my camera, so I'm gonna have to finish this video on just me talking. All right, thank you. But yeah, my camera went out, so guys, I will have to finish this video. My camera went dead, so I apologize for this, but we're gonna finish this video anyway. Okay. So, I was talking about the Ravens. So listen, guys, Lamar Jackson this year, because of that contract, wants to show people how great he is. So he's gonna be getting all the goal line carries. So when it comes down, he's not gonna get the carries between the 20s like he's done in the past. But when they get on that goal line, Lamar Jackson is gonna try to have 10 to 15 rushing touchdowns, and he's gonna try to throw for a lot of touchdowns. So Lamar Jackson, guys, is going to be a secret weapon where he's trying to prove everybody, I told y'all that I'm phenomenal and I want to win the MVP and I deserve every bit of money that they signed me to. So that's what I can feel it. I'm reading all the articles about it. Lamar Jackson's going to show out this year. So you go and get that stack with him, J.K. Dobbins, because if you get him, yes, it is. The camera is off. It did go off, Rubio. I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to finish this video. I'm not going to cut it off. If you get Lamar Jackson, you get J.K. Dobbins, and you get Mark Andrews, I feel like that stack is going to be amazing because you're going to get Lamar Jackson or J.K. Dobbins is going to get the rushing touchdown. So you squeezing those rushing touchdowns, those 6 points, you're going to get all that off the Ravens, and that's going to be an elite team. This is going to be a part of the number 1 rushing team in the NFL, maybe number 2, maybe number 3. And then you can also pick up, thank you, Rubio. And you also can pick up Rashad Bateman, Zay Flowers, or Odell Beckham, one of those 3 to package with them. So I believe this is going to be a great rushing offense. And guys, I'm going to try to get through this video because I know I don't want to do a video with my camera off too long. Again, I apologize. Thank y'all for working with me. My camera just went dead. I think I needed to charge it a little bit more. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna give you my 3 bonus teams that you should have with the stack. So remember, Lamar Jackson, that's the number 1 stat team. That's the team that I'm targeting in every round. So guys, if you want to go, and get a Jonathan Taylor, whatever running back that you want in the first round, or wide receiver, if you want Jamar Chase, you can get that, and then you can turn around and get Lamar Jackson in the second round. And then you can turn around and get maybe Mark Andrews in the 3rd or 4th. And then you can pick J.K. Dobbins in the 4th or the 5th. That's a killer team. And then you can also get Rashad Bateman or Zay Flowers whenever their ADP comes up. So killer. So moving on, guys. These 3 next teams are honorable mention teams that you should be looking to stack your team. Now, listen, the first one is the Bengals. I'm not that huge on the Bengals, but they will have a lot of stats. But they won't win a lot of games. But they will have a lot of stats. So Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. If you want that stack, I think that's a average good stack. I'm not targeting that stack because I don't think Joe Burrow is going to win every game throwing for 300 to 400 yards. I want big output, top 5 weeks from my quarterback. I don't think Joe Burrow is that type of quarterback. He's like a Tom Brady. He don't need to have big time stacks to win every week. But he is going to be giving you some of those weeks. So, but Jamar Chase is elite. T. Higgins, I'm not that great on T. Higgins. Let me see. He said, Rubio says that Bengals stack, though, they have a juicy week 17 matchup. Okay, I like that. That's what it'll look forward. So, yeah, that's week. If you want to, especially for week 17 championship, Joe Burrow can win you a championship because he done that in the past. In the playoffs, he's went bonkers. But in the regular season, he was average. So you had to get to the playoffs first. Great comment. I like that comment, Rubio. That's great. That's the way to look forward. That's cutting edge. Okay. And also, next is the Browns. I like the Cleveland Browns. And guys, Deshaun Watson, Amari Cooper, and David Njoku. I love that. I think the Browns is going to be really good this year. I think they could be maybe number 2 in the division and be a really good playoff team. I'm talking about fantasy football playoffs, and I'm also talking about real life. So I love Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper and David Njoku. I think that's a great stack. I think it's an underrated stack, and it's an easy stack to get. And my last but not least is the Buffalo Bills. The reason why I got Buffalo Bills as an honorable mention team is because this year Josh Allen, supposedly, I thought it was going to be last year, but they didn't do it. It was Josh Allen they didn't want him to rush the ball a lot. They want to give it to James Cook and other guys, Damian Harris.
But Stephon Diggs is the elite wide receiver. And I believe in Kincaid is going to be a target guy that they're looking for as in a slot. And they're going to be mixing it up a lot. So if you wanted to go Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and James Cook, or Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and Kincaid, one of those type of stacks, I think it would be a phenomenal stack, guys. So, guys, again, I apologize about my camera going out, but I wanted to get this video in, so I will be going live later on today with another video, and I might even do another regular video without doing a live because of the camera going out. As far as just a regular video, like a regular 8-minute video about these stacks again, guys. So thank y'all for being patient. Y'all be safe. Have a blessed day. Peace.